And at this point, you can say whatever you want, but yeah, Whitey's done. Whitey is so fucking done. We're living in the last 20 years of what they would call white dominance. Well, honestly, it's not white dominance; it's Zionist dominance. But the overlord race is using the whiteys, and then we're moving to the Chinese. And to all the minorities listening, the Han Chinese are some of the racist people in the world. They're going to put black people back in chains as soon as, and the white people are gonna be right there with them. As soon as America collapses, it's gonna be the fucking dark ages. It's really gonna be the dark ages. It really is, and no way do we go past this, and it's gonna be a better world. The only way that's gonna happen is if society starts understanding some of the tools the elite use, and then they have a fighting chance. But you're not going to do it with military equipment. You're not going to do it with money. The only way you're going to do it is with knowledge. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not trying to overthrow the Rothschilds. I'm not going to do that. Maybe one of my students will. Maybe it's going to be the kid of one of my students. Ain't going to be me. I'll tell you that right now. There's been too many fucking Garys who've been martyrs. I ain't going to be one of them. Fuck that shit.
Okay, Gary, before I forget, do you agree with Friedrich Nietzsche that the Antichrist is the age of Aquarius, or do you think it's an actual individual with
No,
a
it's an individual. It's an individual, but 100%, and it's Ox too. And he was born in 2009. Hitler was the first antichrist. No, I'm sorry. Napoleon was the first antichrist. He was Ox. I forgot his exact year of birth. My apologies. Hitler was the second one. He was 1889, and this one's going to be 2009. It's definitely going to be Ox. The kid was already born. I'm assuming he's in the Middle East right now. I'm assuming he's probably in Iran or Saudi Arabia. I'll find out within the next couple years, and we'll find out what's going on. He's gonna be the one that overthrows the Rothschilds, and he's gonna be the one who is gonna perform miracles, and he's gonna look like he's some kind of god, when in actuality he's probably some kind of demon. But um, he's a demon that some of us will agree with, because what's going to happen is when you have someone who looks bad, and then you have someone who actually does bad things, and the guy who looks bad corrects the bad things, he's going to look like a good guy. And that's what's going to come in the future, man. I it's a shame, man. I'm not going to be around to for the whole show, but the seeds I planted will be enough to make the world a better place. It doesn't look good, guys. It really doesn't.
Why aren't
It
you going to
really
be
doesn't.
around?
What's that?
Why are you not going to be around?
I'm here to play my role, my friend. Do what I got to do. I'm like a drill sergeant. Got to get you other guys ready, and that's my role. And I'm not going to be the one that overthrows the evil. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. That's not my role, man. My role, I was brought down here for a mission to enlighten a lot of people. I feel like I've done that. I'm going to do a lot more in 2025. And at that point, I'll pass the baton to other people. I didn't create GG33 so I could just, be in a starting lineup myself. I'm already starting to, let empower other people. I'm not the only one with a big account. There's GG33 members all over the world who are in powerful positions, and at some point, that shit's gonna set it off. All I can tell you is, when I got suspended off Twitter, a lot of people who have 10 figures were very upset. And even though they don't have as much money as Musk, Quite frankly, they don't have anywhere near as much money as Musk because Musk is a 12-figure motherfucker. The people I know, the top guy I know would be 11 figures, but not 12. Nowhere close to 12. And we're going to formulate a game plan. I was thinking about going to Musk competition. Unfortunately, they were founded in the pig year, so can't do that. And then I had some other ideas. But here's the thing. Musk is a very, very two-faced individual. People don't actually know what he is. And I have assurances from the people at Meta that if I create hit pieces on Musk, they'll make sure to flood the fucking algorithm with it. So while my reach might be limited on here, if I go out, see, sometimes you make enemies with people, and the person's enemies who you're enemies with, they come to you and they want to help you. I mean, God knows that's happening with me. I fucking throw one person out, all of a sudden all these fucking vultures come. But when it comes down to it, there's a lot of people who don't like Musk. And I gave a deadline. If my account is not turned on by tomorrow, and by the end of the day, within 24 hours, then I'm going to start making hit pieces on Musk. And all I can tell you is he can't shut me down on AG. He can't shut me down on Facebook. Zuckerberg fucking hates his ass. And I'm not a big fan of Zuckerberg either. But, the enemy is my enemy is a friend of mine. So that's the philosophy we're going to go for. By the way, I honestly think hydrogen is a much better option than electric. And we're going to see what we can do to fucking convince the American public of that too.
Hey, Gary,
Yes.
Try to get Billy Carson on your podcast, please.
Who the fuck is that?
Look him up. You'll fuck with him. He's quite popular.
What does he do?
Billy Carson.
He's like an MIT. Like he talks about not just
ancient aliens.
He talks about how EV is not going to be a thing. It's going to move to hydrogen in 10 years.
Like, yeah, it's definitely going to move to hydrogen.
Just check him out.
It's definitely going to move to hydrogen. I think Elon Musk will not even be in the top 10 richest people in the world come 2025. Actually, the same way I did Joe Rogan's dad, I'm going to try to get one of Musk's ex-wives. See if I can do a podcast with her. I'm going to piss this guy off. Amber. I promise you. No, I can't get Amber Heard. She's that tiger is fucking insane. But he had a lot of ex-wives before Amber Heard.
I heard he had threesomes with Amber Heard and Cara Delevingne.
That's absolutely true. And he actually paid Amber Heard a lot of money so she wouldn't fucking tell people about him. Listen, all I can tell you is Elon Musk is a sexual freak. He's a fucking freak. Okay, he's an absolute freak. No one knows the side of him. I do.
You can see the way he dresses with Grimes. Like you can tell he's.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You can see some of the psychological things about it, but the way I break it down, I'm gonna make this guy look bad. So he's got 24 hours. I really don't care if it was him or someone else. He's got 24 hours. I'm just gonna retweet from my Twitter account. I'm not gonna use it. I have some other Twitter accounts on here. What the hell is all that noise?
Okay, Gary, do you think Grimes is a Thelemite? And if she's a Thelemite, do you think Elon is a Thelemite?
I'll find out. I don't know yet. I'll find out.
What is that? Is that like a reptile?
Some people believe in that David Icke stuff. I'm not a big believer in it.
No. This is Aleister Crowley. This is his religion, Thelema, and I'm pretty sure Grimes is into it. However,
Aleister Crowley was not as powerful as people say he was.
Okay, but what about the Liber 777? What do you think?
I think the library in the Vatican is much more important.
Okay, but nobody knows what's in that fucking Vatican.
I think they do. It's all the stuff that was in the Great Library in Alexandria that they say they burned down, but that was a lie. They took all the fucking information out and they burned it down. Not to mention, I've been around some of those books. I've actually seen that. The problem is I can't read that language. I've actually been around. As a matter of fact, I was around one of the ancient books like 3 days ago, and I just couldn't read it. It's a language that you just cannot understand. I try to do some other things with it, but the book has so much energy coming out of it. It's like sick. Like this billionaire fucking pulled this out and he's like, "Yo, what do you think of this?" I open it up. I'm like, "What the fuck?" But